My ex, 31F, wants me, 33M, back after telling me she was falling out of love with me? So, my ex, 31F, told me 2 months so was falling out of love with me, so we broke up.
This was after 11 years of being together, 5 of which we have been engaged.
2 months after split, she approached me and asked me if we could retry, as she has learnt in the 2 months apart that she wants us and she is willing to fight and change to make it work.
Issues before, more interested in her phone.
Lack of an intimacy from general hugging etc. to sex.
Comparing what other people have got compared to us, social media.
Very much a lot of my needs wasn't met.
She said she wants to change to meet my needs more and has offered to remove the social media to help make this work. She even suggested to start dating again with baby steps to build a good base from again instead of moving back into our house 7 days a week. I do still care and do still love her, no doubting it.
But not sure whether trying again is the right thing to do.
I also don't want to regret not trying in case I regret it in the future.
Very much, if we try and doesn't work, the situation is no better than what it currently is.
And can't at least to turn round and say I tried. I will say though that a lot of our relationship has been really good. And when we did split, it shook a lot of people.
Thank you for your advice.
Edit.
From what I am aware, she hasn't been with anyone else since the split.
I am aware when we split she had feelings for someone else but has since said they was all in her head and that they mean nothing. From my knowledge, she hasn't cheated on me previously. Marriage, we haven't been able to afford it.
She wanted to try on a new guy, and it didn't work out and came back to her safety net. Most times, breakups should stay that way. Either we fucked someone else and it did not pan out, or she wanted to, or she thought the world was better being free and realized being alone sucks. None of that is about you, and 2 weeks from now you are back to the affection-less relationship while she waits for true love.
She found someone, broke it off and came crawling back when it didn't work?
Have you asked her if it was someone else in the picture? Don't be the fallback guy.
Move on. Op. She was cheating and broke up. So she could fuck new guy without being a cheater. And now wants you back because new guy turned out to be a dud. Don't take her back. Don't be her meal ticket. I would want to know if she dated, had sex with anyone during those 2 months.
It sounds like she may have found or chased someone else and that was the reason for the breakup. If that's the case, then hell no, no reconciliation. But if she was just taking you for granted, she may have realized a mistake. But I have to ask, 5 years engaged?
She may have gotten tired of waiting.
It's a lot harder to be walked on when you are standing up.
Update me. Dude, she likely cheated on you, dumped you for him, then after 2 months, it didn't work out because he dumped her.
Now, she's willing to work on it with you. Until you start to want sex again on a regular basis.
Wash, rinse, repeat. No way.
Cut that cord for good.
You take charge and tell her she blew it. You can do better. Good luck and stay strong, King. I, 22M. Just learned that my GF, 23F, cheated on me twice. What should I do? Yes, I know the title sounds insane and you probably think I'm an idiot, but please read the whole thing and ask any questions you have.
My girlfriend and I have been dating for around 2.5 years and haven't had any real serious problems until now.
A little backstory. She has some history with her mom being an alcoholic and her dad left her for another family pretty early on in her life, but he's still relatively in her life and I know they communicate a good amount. In her previous relationship, she was cheated on and treated poorly by her ex-boyfriend, so I knew there would be some trust issues from the beginning.
Since she was my first ever girlfriend, I tried to explain to her early on that there's no way I could ever do something like that to her because I would feel like a piece of shit forever. There were some times when she would get upset with me over things like the girls I followed on social media.
I would unfollow them right away as soon as she mentioned it because it didn't matter to me. I wanted her to feel as if she could trust me.
There was also one occasion when I woke up in the middle of the night to find her going through my phone, which was odd because I felt like I never did anything that warranted that.
This was around early 2023.
After this encounter, everything was still going strong because she is very attractive, funny, and a lot like me if I were a girl.
Since we are both in college, and I live in Texas while she lives up north, we are very far apart in the summer.
I didn't see this as a problem because I knew how bad it was for her when she got cheated on. So I figured there was no way she would cheat on me. I guess I was completely wrong.
She told me a couple of days ago that in January 2023 and in the summer of 2023, she cheated on me.
I still can't believe it and feel like I'm on a prank show.
I know it seems like I should dump her immediately, but I just got an apartment with her that we are splitting rent on, and simply dropping her from the lease would be nearly impossible since I'm going to be a full-time college student who is also a D1 athlete and trying to find a job in the area. I'm not very hopeful of getting a job in time to pay the full rent by myself.
She insists that she has been going through a rough time mentally with the conclusion of her athletic career and that the cheating doesn't mean anything and that I'm the only guy she can ever see herself with.
I've never posted on here before, so go easy on me,
but I'd like your opinions on what I should do.
You can also ask more questions since I'm sure I left out a lot,
and I'll try to answer them as best as possible.
Thank you.
Update. After reading all the comments cooking me, I just told her to fuck off and go do whatever it is she wants. Thanks for the advice, and I'll find someone else who genuinely likes me for me cause I know what I have to offer.
Just leave.
You already know this.
This is your confirmation. Leave her. Dude, she is basically giving you an out.
If you can't break the lease, then stick it out until you can leave.
There would be a lock on my phone with a passcode she would not get. When she was going through your phone, she was cheating then. You're now in an open relationship, which means every lady you like you can pursue. She made her bed and now let her sleep in it. Just break up. It's college.
Spare yourself the heartache and just date around.
No one is ready for long-term monogamy. If you can't break the lease, find a roommate to split the rent with. She's already cheated twice, she's not going to stop. You can do better.
Consider this. It seems like your would-be girlfriend deduced that you would find out about the cheating eventually and decided to tell you only after she was sure you were boxed into being stuck living with her.
So, she cheated. Twice. Lied to you for a year and a half. And had more emotional issues about the conclusion of her athletic career than about maintaining a dishonest relationship for that long.
Then calculated exactly when to unburden herself to you. When you would be most likely to feel like you had to give her some chance at redemption.
Yet,
she's a keeper. Some women can't let go of their past ever. She's going to cheat again. There's a saying, hurt people hurt people. She was looking for a reason to be mad at you for no reason, probably to justify herself and not feel like she for being a bad person to you. My M36 wants threesomes, but why I, F35, feel not enough.
Hi everyone.
I, F35, D like some advice and men's perspective on my dilemma.
My boyfriend, M36, and I have been together for 6 years.
Our relationship is pretty stable but has its share of problems too.
I know that sexually we have some differences, but I'm open to trying at least once. I also have sexual problems due to traumas from my childhood. No sexual abu.
The case is that he wants to do a threesome or possibly often threesomes.
I'm not against the idea of trying, but I can't help thinking that I'm not enough for him.
Why else would he want someone else?
But at the same time I'd like to try. I'm afraid of how I'll feel it if we try.
But part of me wants to try at least once.
My question to men. Why do you want threesomes? I'm disappointed too. I love my boyfriend, but the idea of having to deal with this makes me sad. I'd like to be able to be enough for him. I know I should leave him, but I love him and I've invested a lot in this relationship. He's my best friend and we understand each other mentally on another level.
Thank you everyone.
Too long did not read.
My boyfriend want threesome, but why?
His desire for a threesome isn't about you not being enough. It's about variety, fantasy, and curiosity. Nothing to do with your value.
But your feelings matter. If the idea of a threesome makes you question your worth, that's a red flag.
Your emotions are valid, especially given your past trauma.
Before diving into this, you need a brutally honest conversation. If this request is stirring up feelings of inadequacy, it's crucial he understands that. Don't compromise your mental health to fulfill a fantasy.
Relationships thrive on mutual respect and boundaries, not just on fulfilling desires. Bottom line, it's okay to say no if it doesn't feel right. Your peace of mind comes first. If you don't want to do it, simply say no. You don't have a relationship. Threesomes are nothing but supervised cheating.
If a man is really down for you, he wouldn't want to share you with anybody.
Male or female?
Your husband wants to sexually disappoint 2 women at once, or he needs another man in the bed to ensure you are satisfied. Just remember that he has no intention of satisfying both of you. It will be your job to satisfy him.
I'm a dude, and if I wanted to disappoint 2 people, I would have dinner with my parents. I'd say okay. But we are having an MFM, threesome first.
Or I'd tell him to get his head out of Pornhub and bring it back to reality, as he can just about manage to satisfy 1 woman, never mind 2.
Threesome are just ways for guys to cheat.
You're not into it, but he is, and ask him if this is a deal breaker for him because you're not okay with it and will happily walk away.
Also, unless you are also into girls, it's not a threesome, it's just your partner fucking another girl while you watch and then fucking you while she watches. It's not fun, and is emotionally damaging.